We're back for the Morning Fanatic podcast. I'm Albert Torres, and welcome back to another episode. It's been a really long time since our last episode. A lot has been going on. We got NBA playoffs and a very entertaining first round that's been completed. We had the NFL draft. Aaron Rodgers has been officially traded to the Jets. And the start of the second round of the NBA playoffs. But before we jump into the show, we got to welcome back the crew. The filthy Texican, Carlos Gonzalez, and the Black Mamba, Joey Jurado. How are you doing, guys?
Doing great. Welcome back, fellas.
Doing great. It's good to be back.
Welcome back.
Don't strike us down. Don't strike us down.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I mean, we've missed a lot. Finally got the whole crew together. Joey.
What was it? Super Bowl weekend?
Maybe, man. Well, we talked.
I was on.
We talked. The last thing that I saw was we were talking Jokic, and can't remember what else that I saw there.
Those were on All-Star Game, I think.
Maybe, yeah. 'Cause those are around February, but it's been a long time, man. It's been we've been in a good hiatus, but glad that we're back. Just in time for the NBA playoffs. Me and Carlos, we tried an episode, but I went on a trip and fucking forgot my laptop, so...
You cooked it.
Ni modo. Yeah, but we're back here. At least we got everybody together, so what do you guys say? We get this started.
Let's get it going.
All right, and we're going to start off with Steph Curry dropping an NBA record for a Game 7, 50 points. The Warriors beat the Sacramento Kings on the road and will face LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers. After this performance, I've been hearing whispers of people calling Steph Curry the best point guard of all time. But you know what I think, fellas? I believe the question should be changed. It shouldn't be best point guard. 'Cause I don't think he's a point guard. I think the question should be changed to, is he the best guard of all time?
I'll go best scorer of all time.
Best scorer of over Kevin Durant?
Yeah, why not?
Oof. I mean,
I wouldn't go best scorer. I go best shooter, but obviously that's hands down. I like the best guard.
Well, Durant is efficient because they set him up. Curry is not as efficient because the ball's in his hand the whole time.
nah.
not
They
the whole
say
time.
he's very...
Wait, hold on. This is all time. All time.
All time, yeah. All time. And you know why I didn't go with best point guard? Because I don't think he's a point guard.
He's not. He's not your pure point guard play. He doesn't set guys up. It's an offense. It's an orchestrated offense. Everybody needs to run, cut, screen, move.
You know what he ranks?
Yeah, it's only positionless basketball cuando les conviene. Now the positions matter.
No.
No. I'm saying guard. I'm saying guard. Like, I'm giving him no position.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't even matter. But I'll continue.
Mm-hmm. No.
If it's truly positionless basketball and we're gonna stick with that narrative,
I don't like positionless basketball.
Or we buy that narrative,
I don't like that
then
positionless
mix me with
basketball.
neither do I. I don't subscribe to it. I know it's a thing. I know what it stands for. But every player on the court has a position, whether the coaches believe it or not.
It's because my thing, because on the stat sheet or on the scorers table, he's listed as a point guard. So if we want to go, like, people are calling him, and by people I mean the media, ESPN, Fox, all of those are saying best point guard of all time. I can't put him above Magic, Oscar Robinson, John Stockton, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd.
I'll put him over Stockton, no problem.
Let me give you my response.
Point guard?
Let me give you my response.
Now you said guard, motherfucker. Which one do you
No. Go, Joe. Because I went back to point
Let me give you my response. One more title, then he's up there. He's gonna be right there with Magic Johnson as the best point guard of all time.
But Magic Johnson, Joey, Magic Johnson ranks 6th in assists. You want to know what Curry ranks right now?
He's
45th. 45th.
Yes, I know.
Okay,
He can't be a point guard.
Albert, now I ask you the same question, but in points for Magic and Curry. Flip it. But we're talking points now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he should be a guard,
Fuck outta
not
here.
a point guard. No, I'm saying
balances it out.
no. That's what I'm trying to say. That people are saying he's the best point guard of all time, and I'm saying no. he could be the best guard.
By default,
all time?
he cannot be any other thing but a point guard because Klay Thompson is on the floor with him at all times. So what? Klay's a point guard?
He's a guard, like guard, como combining both point guards.
Oh,
and
you're talking about the sheet that the motherfuckers have to fill out.
no, well,
with
I
the
said
positions on it.
I said the question should be changed to is he the best guard of all time? And yes, that does include Klay Thompson being in there too.
Well then we're talking Jordan and
Yeah.
we're talking
Kobe?
Wade and we're talking
Wade,
Kobe.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
So
It's hard,
is he?
it's hard to even say. It's hard to even say it because that offense is really orchestrated by Draymond Green setting everybody up. Because
I
he
would
really plays point. He really plays point majority of the time.
I would rather not put position to it and steer away from that highway and just say scorer. If we want to talk about best guard.
No. Right now for best, I'm like just he's a guard. Let's stick in that realm right now. Let's not put guard or expand.
He's not better than Jordan or Kobe.
What do you
even though
mean? But why not? Isn't he a better shooter than Jordan? Right? He's a better 3-point shooter, better free throw shooter. The only thing is that he's not a better all around. He's not a better all around.
Scorer. I think he's a better shooter. He's the best shooter we probably have ever seen. I wouldn't go scorer. My opinion is just shooter.
Okay, so we remove best point guard. We're removing best guard. We're removing best scorer. So we're just back to best shooter of all time then?
He was the best shooter before he was even officially labeled the best shooter. Everybody knew he was like, this kid's gonna fucking break the 3-point record. He's gonna shatter all these fucking he's one of those generational talent where he changed the game.
Mark Jackson on year 2, everyone was thinking it was blasphemy, and look at him now, just laughing every time he brought it up.
They fired it because of him.
Yeah, look at him fired right now.
Nice. I mean, he's still.
But
he's not unemployed, motherfucker.
It's sad to say, but I mean, not really sad to say, but I know Bert won't want to admit it, but he did change the game. He's one of those generational talents where like he dominated, and it's like, you know what, we need to find another Curry. That's why what's his name, Trey Young was so fucking hyped.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll admit he did change it, but like instead of like I think it's and somebody said it. I can't remember who said it or where I heard it from. It's like now the modern day dunk. You know, back in the day, donkeadas was just oh my god, everything. That was a highlight reel.
Everybody tried to get the next Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk came out. Everybody tried to get those type of prototypical, generational unicorn type of players.
And
I will say this though. I will say this.
What Curry did is allow the average size human being.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Believe that they can play in the NBA.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna say.
If they can tune in the one thing that is super important in this fucking game, but for whatever reason, the ultra athletes just continue focusing on jumping through the rim and dribbling like crazy, as opposed to, you can only dribble for 24 seconds, man. Why have an insane handle, but me personally, and on the court, I'd rather have a better shot than a better handle.
It's because también, like, not everybody can jump through the roof like LeBron, like Kobe, like T-Mac.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm talking about those guys, the ones that already have the 40-inch vertical. What are you going to work on next? You're going to continue working on 360 dunks, reverse through the legs,
Ben
up
Simmons.
and unders, as opposed to fadeaways or threes or getting more range. And the answer is they work on more dunks.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that como more to like the fan, how like, social media, the posts that get the most reactions or the most views or stuff is when you connect to that other person behind that mobile device or behind that computer. I feel that like the dunk is more of the entertainment where like, oh man, I wish I could do that, to where Steph Curry, everybody loves him because like, oh, I can shoot a 3. I can try to do that. Like
the alley-oop is something that you only dream about, being able to catch an alley-oop and just fucking flushing it down. Very, very, limited amount of human beings are able to put that together. But anyone can get hot and, bust from range.
Not everyone could. Not everyone.
A wide open is what I mean. Like if you you get hot, you get in a rhythm, you can make 2 or 3 in a row from wherever. Anybody that has dribbled the basketball long enough, makes 2, 3 in a row from a certain spot at some point. After you're in the gym for an hour, you're gonna eventually, if you're half decent, you'll make 2 or 3 in a row.
See?
but and make you for a second believe I can do it too.
So
But
then,
be like Mike. You could sing that shit for an hour and you knew truly you weren't gonna be like Mike. Ain't no way. And not if you weren't at least 6'4".
yeah. All right. So then, not the best point guard of all time, not the best guard,
I'm
just
sticking
shooter.
to best scorer. I'm sticking to best scorer.
Best shooter.
I'm sticking to best shooter también, not the best
shooter.
scorer.
If he gets another ring and an MVP,
He can do it under the basket. He can do it in the mid range, and he can do it from the super range. What level is he missing? Free throw. He's elite. Around the basket, I would say he's also elite. He's just not above the basket.
All right. Well, we'll leave it at that. Moving on to the Lakers versus Warriors, man. That series, for the first time since 2018, LeBron James and Steph Curry will match up in a 7-game series when the 7th-seed Lakers visit the 6th-seed Warriors on Tuesday at the Chase Center. Back on February 25th, the Warriors and the Lakers were 9th and 13th in the Western Conference. Now, one of them will be in the Western Conference Finals. Fellas, who will that be? Who wins the series?
Here's the thing, man. Sorry to jump on Joey. I just have one thing about the Lakers. I feel like they're getting, or not they're getting, but they got hot right at the end, kind of like those low seed NFL teams that end up in the Super Bowl. And
Rodgers.
Rodgers, those Giants teams. I'm not sure why I'm making that comparison, but I'm like, man, this fucking team just got hot right in the right moment, and LeBron James, kind of hard to go against that guy in the fucking playoffs. I always
ask Dylan Brooks.
I always end up on the wrong side of that one whenever I'm trying to decide. But yeah, another battle of titans. Richard Jefferson today on NBA Today mentioned that every single LeBron versus Curry series, the Warriors have been favored. LeBron has always been underdog against Curry, so.
And they're underdogs again.
Yeah, and they continue to the streak continues. I'm not gonna say just because of the lower seed, but I don't know.
Who do you got winning series and games?
I think the Warriors, another 7-game series.
Warriors in 7?
Yeah, I think LeBron and the crew are going to pull some heroics, but I have a feeling Kerr, the depth and the preparation for that championship. Well, I mean, they're both championship teams, but one's a dynasty, one is pretending.
The Warriors, right? Because the Lakers have how many, Joey?
What?
Championships?
In the last decade.
Okay.
Complete the sentence. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Warriors. Also, I have a random question, but I don't know if you have the answer for it. Do we know if Iguodala is getting back on the court?
That guy's been retired already. He's just free
just
courtside
collecting
tickets.
Please.
Nah. Yeah, and then what is that?
Getting on the floor than Iguodala.
Haslam.
Not like he's gonna make a difference this time around. I don't think so. But Joey,
I'd take the extra body. Kuminga, I don't think Kuminga saw many minutes this first series.
He did.
Sorry. Not many minutes. He saw the floor, but I'm not gonna say he saw many minutes.
Joey,
I can't give you because you already know my answer. If the only reason, okay, going back to what Carlos said, they got hot at the right time. It's usually come All-Star break, and All-Star break is usually after the trade deadline. Everybody can agree. I know you guys. I don't know what you guys think. Everyone blame Westbrook. It wasn't Westbrook's fault. That team before the NBA trade deadline was fucking trash. They had no defenders and they had no shooters.
No, we're not gonna blame Westbrook, but I'm sorry to cut you off, but being.
No, look at him in the playoffs.
Well, he didn't adjust, man.
Look at his numbers in the playoffs. Look what happens when you put defenders and shooters around him.
he has to be the only All-Star for him to do those numbers.
Because they allowed him to do what he does best.
But one guy's not gonna win in the NBA,
okay.
man.
We'll say that for a top for another day. But anyways, going back, we can all agree that this roster is a lot better, supporting cast wise, compared to how it was on the trade deadline. So Okay, so they got better. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure Shaq gonna go with this, and I've said this many, many times. If AD is a fucking D, if he's fucking Pelicans, Anthony Davis, he needs to average 30 and 15. If he can average 30 and 15 in this playoff series, they can easily win in 5.
Has he ever averaged
God
30
damn.
and 15?
It's very rare. It's very rare. No, I'm
Not
saying
the 15.
playoffs.
Not the
In the
15.
playoffs.
Probably,
I don't
listen,
think
probably in
he's
the past
better
couple years. Not in the past couple years.
Maybe that 8th seeded Pels versus the Warriors when he was scoring 40 plus también in the playoffs. Maybe
With Rondo.
But not the 15.
with,
Rondo was a big no.
with Cousins,
Rondo
no?
was-
And Cousins.
So that's what I'm saying. If he's averaging 30 and 15, easy. They can fucking dominate the Warriors. And I'm being legit on it because the Lakers have enough defenders. And LeBron is motivated enough. He has enough supporting cast to beat the Warriors. But
What's
I can say the Warriors in 7, unless Anthony Davis is Anthony Davis.
Here we go, Carlos. Here we go. The different layers of unless this,
I can't,
unless that.
because you can't tell me that team relies on Anthony Davis. You can't tell me that if Anthony Davis plays like a fucking D,
No,
I can still see them lose, Joey. That's not like he's
make
not
the
like
prediction. AD plays insane, but Joey said Warriors in 7. AD plays insane. I viene el magic ball at the end of the fucking.
don't write it down. Don't quote me on that. I'm just saying. The only thing you want to quote me, if he averages 30 and 15, they fucking dominate. They can win him.
Way to say something that's not gonna happen, way.
All right. Well, let me chime in here on my take. I'm gonna go. I don't think. Although it could go 7, but I don't think that the Lakers want like. If it goes 7, Lakers don't win. So I'm gonna go with Lakers in 6. It's like my heart is just telling me.
I already knew that it was a hard decision.
It was a hard decision, but Lakers in
That
6.
wasn't
But
analyzed this way down. It was analyzed this way up.
but that's not. It's not like it's crazy that like the Lakers can.
I don't know. It can happen. I'll give them that. Like I'm not trying to like.
It can happen, and I think.
They're in it for sure.
And I think it's gonna be very dependent on Game 1. Lakers have to win Game 1 to have a chance. And you know, the Lakers have when did they play? Friday, so they have more than one day off. The Warriors, when they only have one day off, they're 26 and 25 this season. So they're 50-50 right there on that Game 1. Lakers are 14 and 9 when they have more than one day off. So that's the upper hand. Another thing. This is going to be a little bit surprising, but the Lakers in the playoffs, they're number 1 in rebounding. So if LeBron can give you also those 12, 15 boards, AD 10, 12, they might have a chance and maybe do some gang rebounding versus Looney because that fucking guy is going off on those boards. And lastly, I think D'Angelo Russell is going to be a huge, huge, huge key to this because the last time that LeBron beat Curry was with a scoring point guard that was putting pressure on Steph Curry on defense. You need to make Steph and Curry play defense, man.
You call Kyrie Irving a point guard? I don't call him a point guard. I just call him a guard.
Yeah, a guard, whatever it is. Whatever you want to call him.
Point guard. Scoring point guard. So, I mean, again, we need to decide. Do we believe in the point guard in like actual
it's not my wording. I was just saying what people were saying. So you gotta ask the other guys. I was just phrasing the question.
But I just mean for us.
Phrasing.
So I understand what route we actually or what hill we're gonna die on. Are we gonna die on the positionless basketball hill or on the OGs? Their position and centers still exist because I'm on that hill. I want to know what hill you guys
I have
are
no
on.
hill. Flat as fuck. But anyways,
like that jump shot.
D'Angelo, hierarchy as fuck, culero. Back in March, cuando vinieron, culeros. Damn it, I lost my trail of thought.
The
Lakers.
The Lakers can definitely get in, man. I'm not
Lakers
trying to
in
say
6.
that they're not capable.
Lakers in 6 and D'Angelo Russell.
Game 6.
Yeah, Because in 7, they're not gonna. Although I trust LeBron a lot in a game 7.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to go against LeBron, but this
I can't believe
rivalry-
Joey. No faith
Zero
in your
faith.
Lakers.
In the last 3 years, when in the middle of that a championship happened and still the needle went nowhere.
I don't trust Anthony Davis. I'm sorry. I don't trust. You can't fucking blame me, Anthony Davis. I don't fucking trust him. That guy, you fucking a drop of sweat fucking falls into his shoulder and he rolls an ankle. I can't. I'm sorry.
Well,
I get
Joey,
you, but Cowboys fans are so always being shit on because we're like a intense fan base for what we expect, and like the Lakers fandom is just the same. I think.
Nah,
Like,
don't compare us. Don't compare us. I don't compare us. I don't hear every fucking year of the fucking preseason. What have I heard? This is our year. This is our year. I can't fucking take it. And there's a guy down there that says it all the time. All the time. Come
you know what?
The Lakers don't have to use that verbiage because they've actually won.
All right,
in the
all right.
last 20 years.
All right, guys. So we got Carlos, Warriors in 7, Joey, Warriors in 7,
Warriors
me,
in 7.
Lakers in 6. But we're talking about expectations. You know what we can expect though? Aaron Rodgers in a New York Jets uniform. Let's talk about a little bit of football, man. And you know what? There's a very meaningful number for the Jets. One, of course, is the acquisition of number 12, which will actually be wearing number 8.
Number 8.
But there's another number 12 that's been haunting the Jets. You know what that is? 12 straight seasons out of the playoffs, the longest NFL active streak. That, of course, is expected to change. Guys, this is just going to be the obvious question here. Super Bowl or bust for the Jets this season?
Obviously.
How long are they signing Rodgers for?
Obviously, they picked up his contract.
Yeah, they picked up his contract.
I think he has 2 years left. I think he's supposed to be making like fucking shit ton of money. It's obvious. It's Super Bowl or bust. You pick up a player like that with the team that they already have, but it's gonna be a lot harder because they're in the AFC now.
Yeah. So then
that conference is a juggernaut, man. I can't put I mean, obviously, I understand that that's their goal. Like their goal is a Super Bowl, but I think that's too high of a first season goal, even though they don't have that much time. But I won't say Super Bowl or bust. I'd say AFC Championship or bust.
AFC Championship, damn.
I think they can at least get there. I don't think they can get to the Super Bowl.
So then in that division, are they winning the division, do you think? Or are they going to be a wild card team?
They got to get past New England.
New England,
Buffalo.
I don't think, yeah.
Buffalo, and I'm just trying to think in the head. Who's the other one? Miami?
Miami.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think Miami.
Those two are iffy, so it's going to be a battle between Buffalo. And you know what, Joey? Unless, like you were saying all year last year, unless they fix that fucking running back situation in Buffalo,
That's all Buffalo needs.
there's a
opinion.
slight chance that I can see the Jets winning that division. They're a complete team. I mean, of course, Brees Hall. We're gonna see if Brees Hall is healthy and when he can come back. But
So we're ready to dismiss last year's favorite.
Yeah, because they fucking choked last year too.
No, I understand. I get it.
Last year.
Right, but that doesn't mean that like the team's broken apart or that key pieces are gone or.
Well, to me, their team completely changed when they lost Von Miller.
Where did he go now?
No, I think
when
he
they
got-
lost him for the season.
when they lost him. Like, because I mean,
thought I
you
was
can have
like,
that
where did
veteran leadership in the sideline, but I mean, if he's not out there on the field commanding that defense,
Right.
Yeah, I dropped that fucking defense in fantasy once he fucking got hurt.
if they don't fix that running back, because to me that's all they need, and I think he even knows that. I think he even came out in an interview saying that he knows that he needs to stop taking all those hits, but your quarterback should not be your leading rusher.
So
I agree.
So who do you knock out from here, guys, from the playoffs for the Jets getting in? I already have mine here, but number two seed was Buffalo. Number 3 were the Bengals. 4 were the Jaguars, 5 were the Chargers, 6 were the Ravens, and 7 were the Dolphins. I think we can probably knock out the Dolphins. The Dolphins, we can knock them out. And you know
Jaguars.
what? I'm iffy. I don't know about the Jaguars. I don't think the Texans can take that big leap, or the Colts in there. I mean, anything can happen, but no sé. Joey's saying that the fucking Texans just franchise changing drafts
with picks
draft
1 and
It
3.
is.
Right?
I'm not saying that they're gonna fucking go out and win the division. No, that division is still the Jaguars for at least another
A ver.
2 seasons.
2 seasons?
At least. Because the reason I say that is because, one, Texans still need a couple more pieces on defense. The Colts are the biggest question mark because that kid Richardson, he is Cam Newton with Michael Vick speed.
Write that down, Carlos. Write that down.
Everybody in the he fucking shattered the vertical for the quarterback. He shattered the 40. Like, he's fucking gifted, but as a quarterback, he's fucking trash. You can't tell me that the 4th pick last year, he was splitting time. It was 50-50 snaps in the season of 2021. 2022, he was barely above average, but they just drafted him because they're like, oh, the head coach, or I think the offensive coordinator, he fucking made Herbert into a Pro Bowler, and then last year he took Hurts from nobody to the fucking Super Bowl run. So we think he can get Richardson to playing, this style of offense or whatever, blah, blah, blah. The Colts, to me, they were a quarterback away. I would have gone Will Levis, but that's just me. So that kid Richardson, he's completely raw. So that division is still Jacksonville.
Jets, Cowboys.
What?
Jets, Cowboys.
Super Bowl. Bro, stop. I don't even think the Broncos need to make a leap. Raiders, no. The Browns, Bill Cosby can only get them so far. The Titans, I don't know what the Titans. I think if they are a season or 2 away from dismantling that entire team. They should have traded Henry. They should have traded Henry. Why they can still give
for what, a 4th and 5th rounder?
I'm pretty sure Buffalo will give you a 1st and a 2nd.
Try to
whatever.
Si no preguntas, you don't get.
Eyes.
Yeah, but they should fucking call up. ¿Cómo se llama? Bill O'Brien.
I know, right?
Get fed on this boulevard.
But yeah, that conference is fucking stacked. I do not see the Dolphins playing that well again. I'm still not confident in Tua. That defense is, yes, they're elite. They'll keep them in the game, but yeah, New York Jets will probably sub in for that Dolphins.
Any sneaky board material predictions of acquisitions for the Jets, like a sneaky offensive acquisition that you see?
I don't think so.
I can't think of one.
I can't think of one either. I mean, I haven't even seen the free agency except for them to even want to pick up anybody. But they were already complete. They were a quarterback away from being a full complete team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were what? They were in games with fucking Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Fluco.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, right now we got the 76ers and the Celtics about to wrap up the first quarter.
Just some quick thoughts on. We'll move back to
basketball.
A little bit of basketball here. Another news also, just a quick glance también, pues Lamar Jackson finally getting paid. Finally got his money. Although I still don't think it's what he wanted, because he wanted Deshaun Watson money, but he finally, that sucked, man. Played chicken.
Yep. He wasn't gonna get it, because I guarantee the owners all got together. They fucking told off the Cleveland Browns owner, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're opening the door that we're not going to do this because we're all going to go fucking bankrupt and they're going to go crazy. But she should have known. I'm pretty sure that's why the owners are like, fine, go find a trade. Go see if someone's willing to pay you that money. No one's going to pay you that money because the Browns were fucking desperate. They were really, really fucking desperate. Then again, I mean, they are the Cleveland Browns. I mean, what do you expect?
I see in the future, Joey, and the little magic ball that you lent me, I see a future trade request from Lamar Jackson in the near future, in the next 2 years.
Next season.
in the next 2 years. He got his
Let's see
money.
the-
He got paid. I mean, it would suck, man. I mean, just real quick again here, just like that relationship is just gonna be sour, man. Like with the organization, like they didn't believe in you, and then you're trying to get him a Super Bowl. Man, that sucks. But all right, back to basketball again. Just some quick thoughts here. Sixers and Celtics. Joey and Carlos. What do y'all got winning, and how many games?
Oh shit! You all's participation trophy MVP winner is not even available.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna go with the Celtics, even if he was there.
How many?
If he doesn't play at all,
Supposedly that they were gonna. I saw on Undisputed that Skip's sources, que le iban a dar una pinche shot nomás en la knee that lasts for a couple of days and just keep going with that the rest of the playoffs.
That shot.
only missed game 1.
That shot only works once. After the second or third time you take it, it won't take effect. It's the same shot that Mahomes got.
Sad but true, man. I'm gonna go Celtics in 5. Harden will get them one.
I was about to say Celtics in 5. If he's in and out of the series.
Yeah, I just think he's just not 100% healthy. Anything less than 100 versus the Celtics, you can't trust Harden either. But
76ers don't have the size.
Yeah,
Harden is already thinking Houston, chicken wings.
Man, I was very for the Heat and Knicks. I was very confident in the Heat, but now with Jimmy's injury, they got one game. That's what they needed on the road. I feel they should rest him because estaban diciendo que his.
He's the last motherfucker that's gonna do that, bro.
No, but look, check this out. They were saying that his ankle, soft, not a baseball, but softball big. And they're going to get like a 3-day rest or something. So if he were to not play, you got what you needed. You get like almost 4 or 5 days of rest. You're back healthy.
I would too. Only because Julius Randle is going to be out too.
Well, I guess, yeah, depending on severity. I didn't know it was that bad. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's just because I saw him stay out there. I know he was a decoy, and I know he didn't do much. But yeah, I think it only swelled up because he played through it. It might have not swollen up as bad if he gets off of it right away.
I was very confident in the Heat, but if I say rest Jimmy, if they rest him and he comes back, I'll still say Heat in 6.
Yeah,
Fuck the Knicks.
You saying the Heat are bubble Heat type of team?
It's just like we were talking about hot teams, man, going in.
Yeah, they got hot too.
These bubble teams are no joke this year.
And also experience. They've all gotten to the finals before or have been champions in the past. So
who's the champion there?
I'm talking about the Lakers surviving and the Warriors advancing and the Heat being to the finals in the bubble.
I thought you meant champions. What? Eric Spoelstra?
The only 2 players remaining from that championship team is LeBron and AD on that Laker team.
But they're the main ones, though. Like they're the heart and soul.
Coach is back. Not even the head coach is back.
It's still
That's the Laker way. You guys don't fucking keep drafts. You guys don't keep coaches.
I'm fucking
Laker way.
That's not. Hey, I'm not gonna be associated with that. I fucking hated the firing of.
Because if you're with them, you're either with them or against
this guy hated Luke Walton firing.
He shouldn't have. I said it from like it wasn't his fault. That team was fucking trash.
Yeah, but the Lakers don't. They need results. They can't. It's almost like.
But that's today's game. That's the way they are.
Here's the way I feel the Lakers operate, and I don't know if it's because of the insight that we got from the documentaries, but I feel the Lakers operate like, hey, if we don't sell tickets, we're gonna go bankrupt, and if we don't get wins, we're not gonna sell tickets. And that's not. There's no fucking way that they're still operating that way.
Well, I rather them
because they don't do anything for the future.
I'd rather them operate that way. I'd rather them operate that way than being like the fucking Knicks for the last 50, 60 plus years.
Incompetent, yes. Of course, one is desperate and one does nothing. I'm looking for something more in the middle, like the Warriors or like the Spurs or shit. Even Oklahoma City figuring some shit out. The Celtics, I mean, Danny Ainge piled shit up for him for fucking a decade. I mean, it didn't result in a championship, but
I was just gonna say today's game or today's organizations, they're like They have no patience whatsoever. Look at
Right.
look at the Raptors. It's like if you don't win, it's like, oh, you won us a championship 2 years ago. I don't care. We're not supposed to miss the
Hey,
playoffs.
wait,
You're
pues
gone.
también the way
everyone-
money has been blowing, like you're paying too much money not to get quick results.
Results. Well, that's not.
Yeah, but it doesn't
But
help if you don't put the right
Extra
players around them.
cash shouldn't result in faster. That's no way. You pay me by the hour. Or you pay me by the result. Because what do you want?
No,
Like,
pues
are we doing it
nowadays,
by time or by
no,
result?
nowadays they're paying for fucking what could happen, is what it is. Y pues si no
I
está
understand,
pasando.
but if we're going up against time, then you at least have to let me complete the contract the whole time. If you're cutting me short, then you didn't even allow me the time that you said you were going to allow me. But
Yeah,
that's
just
whatever.
Take the money, fuck it.
I'll take the money and run. That shit's guaranteed, baby. We ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah. But, all right, guys. Well, man, fun to be back. I'm glad we got it going. We got to keep it going again next week.
100.
And hey, Carlos, remember, I think it was last May when we just decided to, hey, fuck it. Let's just run an episode.
Prediction for Suns and Nuggets.
It's been a year.
We didn't throw in our prediction for Suns and Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Suns and Nuggets.
I'm gonna stick with the Nuggets, man. I think they've got their number, and they're just as hot. And Murray's hooking.
As much as I wanted to fucking see Jokic fail, but I don't want... Fuck KD. That's all.
It's gonna be Nuggets Warriors.
I'll wait for the Nuggets and Lakers.
I'll give the Suns 2 games.
Suns in 6.
All right.
So, what?
Suns in 6.
Nah. Booker and
Suns in
KD gonna average 40 each or what?
If
You
they
make
have
it
to.
you make it seem like that Suns team has defense, Joey, and they lost their 2 best defenders.
I'm not saying they have defense, but come on, it's Jokic, bro.
That's what it's going to require. If this team is averaging 130 something points a fucking game, it's going to require defense. I'm going to assume.
No, and it's requiring Booker to work on Murray. Like Murray's putting pressure on Book también. Like, hey, you gotta guard me.
Require size. Way it's Gordon and Jokic.
Yeah.
Gordon's balling too.
Gordon has a KD on the other side.
That's fine, but who's stronger? Who's bigger?
I'd take KD.
Stronger
Stronger, yeah.
Who? Between who?
and
Gordon?
Gordon?
Oh yeah.
KD.
What?
Gordon
Bro,
is
don't
stronger
let
than
them-
KD.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
okay,
KD.
I thought you were saying KD is stronger.
Oh, güey, no estás mirando como Westbrook lo estaba empujando como si nada.
KD, don't get. It's just one game. I'm not gonna freak out over one game.
No. I'm not talking about the result. I'm gonna stick on the scope here. You think Kevin Durant is stronger than Gordon?
You know what I think? You know what I think?
I think he's.
I think you're smoking way better shit than I am.
You know what I think?
God,
We'll leave it for the next episode.
Let's see.
Guys.
All right, sounds good.
We'll leave
I
it.
was about to say, by next week, let's see. Next week it should be at least what game? It says here game 5 or 6. Game 4. We should be in at least game 4 in the series, so we should know what's going on.
We'll see. Maybe some sweeps. Maybe some brooms will be out.
Hey, it won't be a
Some
sweep.
of these. But all right, fellas. Well, for the Morning Fanatic, I'm Albert Torres. We got the
Filthy Texas.
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba. We're out. See you later, guys.